Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was hoping that I will make it before the rain will start, but it has started to rain again. It's been raining yesterday throughout most of the day, but we needed this rain, so it's all good. Quick announcement before we start with the news today. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. New York time, I have a live stream scheduled with Scott Ritter. So join me and Scott tomorrow if you have time. And the link you will already find, as always, on my locals community page and on the community page on YouTube channel. Again, I will be announcing a project with Scott Ritter, and those of you who are with me on locals will be the first one to be notified. So please join me there. So guys, I was thinking about this, how Poland, and if people still question this, if Poland is a tool in the hands of the certain group of people who need war in order for certain type of businesses to continue, I think by now we should all really know that it is the case, because what country would spend 4% of its GDP on militarization, meaning being part of NATO? What country would really keep on going with the narrative if it's not going to be used in order to convince people to join the army? And of course, one of the most important factors is the one about how the foreign corporations are fleeing Poland and cutting jobs. So do you think in a country that is stable economically, where business can prosper and flourish, and they are all about money, aren't they? They will keep those businesses in that country. But if the country is not stable position, you don't know what's gonna happen. There might be a war, right? You better remove your business from this country. So I will start with this quick update here for you. You will find the full article down below in the description box. Foreign corporations are fleeing Poland and cutting jobs. Levi Strauss, you know, the denim jeans, closes the factory in Płock, as a result of which 800 people will lose their jobs. The Kraków branch of PepsiCo will lay off 200 people. Nokia will leave 800 people. The automotive concern Stellantis is closing the engine factory in Bielsko-Biała. Over 400 people will have been sent to the streets, have been sent already to the streets. These are just some examples in which international corporations operating in Poland for years, for many years actually, not only lay off en masse, but also move their productions from EU to, for example, India. And of course China, we all know that. So don't you think someone who is not an expert but looks at those things might ask himself, herself, why is this the case? Because they don't see the stable future in this country. And now let's go to the topics of the day. Let's start with the news that I haven't recorded for you. I didn't report on this. This is from the Polish agency press, PAP, about the security guarantees between Ukraine and Poland, and negotiations begin. Ukraine and Poland are starting talks on a bilateral agreement on security guarantees. The Speaker of the Verkhovna Rada, so Ukrainian Parliament of Ukraine, Ruslan Stefanchuk, you know, this very tall and white, white man, not white, color too white, but you know what I mean, white. Anyway, Ukraine, Parliament of Ukraine, Ruslan Stefanchuk announced on Friday, so last Friday, a few days ago, after talks with the Speaker of the Senate, Małgorzata Kielawa-Błońska, Polish Senate, right? who is now on a working visit in Kiev. I don't think she's any longer, I think she left already. And what he said, what Stefanchuk said, today is a very important day for the history of our relations. It is today that we are starting official negotiations on the text of the agreement on security guarantees between Ukraine and Poland. We want this agreement to be as ambitious as possible, Stefanchuk declared. So what do you think, guys? What ambitions they have in mind? How ambitious this agreement will be? Well, I'm sure those foreign companies that actually are all also connected to other companies that would like war to be the case because they will profit the most in that case. I think they are aware of this ambitious agreement coming soon to fruition. I would like to know your thoughts, what you think about it. And last but not least, I have a very fresh article from Gazeta Prawna.pl. Napalm at the Russians. That's the title. General Skrzypczak on the surprises of the East Shield. You remember when our new/old Prime Minister Donald Tusk went to Krakow? That was last Saturday, and he announced, I think, yeah, it was last Saturday, and he announced that Poland will be part of this East Shield because from now on we protect the West. So I don't know, who are we anymore? Are we Eastern European? Are we Western/Eastern European? I don't know. So let me read you this pretty lengthy but very detailed and important article about what shenanigans are about to take place. When the government presents the Shield East project, which is to protect the Polish border against an attack by Russia, the military warns to take presented presentations too seriously. This is only an outline of ideas because the plans themselves are to be secret. General Waldemar Skrzypczak tells Gazeta Prawna and lists what surprises might await the Russians on the eastern border of Poland. Some of the traps are surprising. On Monday, yesterday, on Monday, representatives of the Ministry of National Defense and the General Staff of the Polish Armed Forces presented the outline of the Shield East. For example, a system of fortifications on the eastern and northern border of Poland, announced a few days ago. Shield East general says they certainly didn't show everything. The enumeration, I think I pronounced it correctly, enumeration of the numerous barriers to make it difficult for a potential enemy to penetrate deep into Polish territory was accompanied by slides with presentations on which you could see anti-tank ditches, concrete barriers, minefields, bunkers, shelters, and ammunition dumps. In the opinion of the Deputy Minister of National Defense, Cezary Tomczyk, the presented system of border fortifications will begin to be created in the coming weeks. We have about 700 kilometers of the border to secure, including 400 kilometers with Belarus. We want this project to be implemented immediately. It will start this year. We want this project to be completed by 2028. The estimate cost is about 10 billion Polish zloty, said Minister Tomczyk during the presentation of the East Shield. General Waldemar Skrzypczak, former commander of the land forces, does not attach much importance to the schemes of defending the Polish borders presented on the slides. He warns not to take these images too seriously. This is, quoting him, this general, this absolutely does not refer to reality, but has only been shown with symbols what it will be because all specifics must be kept secret. I mean, okay, let me continue this. we must not rely on it because it is an ideological message of what they have at their disposal, what they will do, and certainly did not show everything, Skrzypczak said. So, meaning, like how I understand this, so they make this presentation, they show what they're gonna do, how they're gonna spend the money, and then here comes this general who says, no, don't pay attention to it because it's gonna be something different. So how they can, because it has to be a secret, I mean, seriously, like how you gonna tell the enemy, like how you're going to attack the enemy, because the enemy, FYI, is not going to attack you, I'm just saying. So here, how you justify spending of this money, you just know there is a project and it's going to be done, but no one will know how this project will look like, right? Kind of, that's what I understand. Napalm at the Russians, even this is possible. Assessing the time that the authorities have given themselves to build the network of fortifications, Waldemar Skrzypczak has no doubt that there is a lot of work ahead of the engineers. It is necessary not only to strengthen the border itself, but also to make it a deeper defense, which can cause real problems for the enemy. Quoting the general again, it depends on what potential we will have, but the defense position should consist of 3 borders, and it should be a distance of, let's say, up to 25 kilometers from the border. It is not much at all, because it is an armed division, because if an armed division enters us, it will stop after 15 kilometers. So they already know this, amazing. But it will go to 25 kilometers, and it's not deep. And this cannot be provided only by engineering barriers or anti-tank ditches. It will be necessary to combine various elements, including natural obstacles, which are abundant in the east. However, this is not at all, and is not best, and it is best that we never find our... Sorry guys, I'm reading too fast. And we will never find out where they are about some surprises that the enemy might encounter. It must be a whole system of various defense lines, engineering barriers, minefields, anti-tank ditches, booby traps, okay, flooded fields, canals, etc. So like the natural land conditions also. These presentations lack of, for example, napalm barriers, various types of traps. These are a lot of things that engineers have to come up with, and engineers do not lack imagination. That's great, I mean. So they will certainly do it well, Skrzypczak said. Let me see, I have some more here, yeah, because this is like a lot of info. Changes in the law to build the East Shield. The Ministry of National Defense is to have a leading role in the construction of the fortification line, and the Ministry of Interior and Administration will be responsible for civil protection. Oh my goodness, that will be great, huh? For civil protection and issues directly related to border security. The MAP will coordinate the defense companies involved in the project, and the Ministry of Climate will deal with the environmental issues. So guys, where is the next great business? If you have anything to do with the defense companies, because that's where is the money. So follow the money, I'm telling you. So what else? The Ministry of Infrastructure, on the other hand, is to be responsible for the maintenance of roads and other transport infrastructure in the region covered by the works. So people will be absolutely upset because all this area will be affected and, you know, just messing up with their regular life. The authorities argue that in order for the construction to go smoothly and the system to be ready for 2028, legal changes are necessary. So that's what's coming to the Polish land, everyone, because I'm sure the last chance they have to get into money, this is the project, Let me just see, because I'm trying to log into my computer for the last comment of the day that I have for you. The link to this article you will find down below this video in the description box. So please give it some time and read it. And let me find the comment from someone who leaves the comments very, very regularly under my videos. Someone who I really appreciate, because not only you are so consistent, but you leave such a detailed, long comments, and you give so much time to write them down with so much, details, that I'm really grateful for people like yourself. So Jonathan Gold, thank you so much. I want to acknowledge you. You have so many comments under my videos, but this is the latest one from Sunday, that I was visiting the cemetery here in Szczecin, and I recorded a video about Biden insulting Putin and the attack on the Russian radar station. So the comment goes, "Thank you, Anya, for another enlightening podcast. It isn't understanding that the two radar installations that Ukraine attacked recently were old Soviet-era radars. Secondly, these particular radars are modular in construction, so that replacement of damaged components could be accomplished within a couple of weeks. There are other modern radar systems that Russia now relies on for early warning of incoming missiles." Great comments, you see, guys. I'm learning from you guys. Thank you so much. There's more, so let's continue. As for the doddering, I don't know this word, doddering full, okay, full masquerading as the US president, the words attributed to him in the West Point commencement speech reflect on the bellicose and inflammatory rhetoric of the current administration. Using such a great words in English, I cannot even pronounce, sorry guys. Saying such a provocative things in public about Russia only ratchets up the tensions that already exists before the two countries. This serves no one's interests but the defense contractors who want the US to be involved in perpetual conflicts around the globe. Such inappropriate statements are made by our leaders, an attempt to provoke Russia into a response against the US. It is very dangerous to be playing with such a high stakes game with Russia. However, Russia is far more pragmatic than the US and responds in their time of their choosing in ways that will serve their best interests. I absolutely agree with you here. The US has yet to grasp this and so continues with the same reckless policies it has always implemented, which inevitably fail to produce the outcomes they deserve to achieve. This level of irresponsible behavior is absurd and without justification. The West never learns from history or any of its past mistakes. Most unfortunate that this is the case. Thank you for continuing to speak your mind and uncover the truth about current events. We all benefit from your tireless efforts on our behalf. You are doing a terrific job. Keep us well informed. Please keep up the good work." Jonathan, thank you so much for all of your comments. I never acknowledge you. This is the first time, and I see all of your comments. Thank you for putting this out here with information as well. All of your comments, guys, are very important to me. I want you to know that I read them all, so thank you for leaving them. This will be all for today's video. As always, all the articles you find down below in the description box. Please hit this like if the content brings you value. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you are, make sure to check this subscription, since very often it's you are unsubscribed. Turn on the notification bell, and also join me on other platforms. You have locals, you have also my mailing list. You can join it for free of charge, of course. You have my Instagram, please follow me there. I will be traveling very, very soon, guys, so it's coming. If you would like to support my work, again, very grateful for all your donations. I want you to know that I am immensely thankful for your support and that I use your donations for a good cause. I want you to know this. You have PayPal, you have also Buy Me a Coffee, fundraiser, GoFundMe, or you can become the member of this channel or the supporter on Locals. And that's it for today, everyone. Hope the video inside was okay. Sorry for the mistakes, but you know me by now. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Live stream with Scott tomorrow, Wednesday at 10 a.m. New York City time. Bye, everyone.